Ministry of Education has constituted a high-level committee of experts, as we were just talking about, to ensure transparent, smooth and fair conduct of examinations. The committee will make recommendations on reform in the mechanism of examination process, improvement in data security, protocols and structure and functioning of the NTA committee, which is going to be submitting its report to the ministry within 2 months. Getting us these details is Sherin, who covers the Education Ministry. Yes, Sherin.
Well, this is the high committee that has been constituted by the Ministry of Education, and they are basically going to look into what are the steps that can be incorporated in the National Testing Agency to ensure that there is zero error in future when it comes to these competitive exams. So these committee will be making recommendations on reform in mechanism of examination process, improvement in data security protocols, and structure and functioning of the National Testing Agency. Now, within 2 months of time frame is something that has been given to this committee, and they have to report within, they have to submit their report within 2 months. Now, this particular committee comprises of 7 people. That is Dr. A. Radhakrishnan, who is the chairman of this particular committee, and he was the former ISRO chairman. And apart from that, former director of AIMS, Randeep Guleria, B.J. Rao, who was the vice chancellor, who is in fact the vice chancellor of Central University of Hyderabad, Professor Ramamurthy K., who is the professor of Department of Civil Engineering in IIT Madras, Sri Pankaj Bansal, the co-founder and of People Strong and board member. And apart from that, Govind Jaiswal, who is the present Joint Secretary of Ministry of Education, are the members of this particular committee who has to basically submit a report by within 22 months to basically look into what steps can be implemented to make a very smoother process as far as conducting these exams are concerned.
I don't know whether it's really going to placate the opposition party, Sherin, but when they have given a timeline by which they have to submit the report, this, of course, is very clear indication coming in from the government that they've taken cognizance of the NEET controversy. And also, is it going to be easy then to actually make these kind of rules so soon?
Well, these are basically to ensure that, when we talk about National Testing Agency, they conduct a series of examinations like the JEE, like NEET examination, UGC NET, CSIR NET, CUET. Remember, CUET is supposed to take place in the month of August. With these implementations, what the Ministry of Education is hoping for is the kind of paper leak that we are seeing, the kind of, some students have been complaining how disorganized the centers have been. The centers have been in remote areas. All this will be looked into by this committee to make sure that it is a much smoother process to conduct this examination and make it accessible and easier for the students so that there is no complaint, there is no error when it comes to these students who are giving these competitive exams.
All right. Many, many thanks, Sherin, for giving us this update.